lambs on the hills over there. Do you want to look, George?
No.
Oh, don't then.
It isn't exactly Switzerland, but you needn't be like that.
George, you know you couldn't have taken Timmy to Switzerland, so don't look so miserable.
Don't suppose I'll ever get another chance to learn how to ski.
You're not the only one.
We all had flu. We all missed the holiday. But I had it worse than you and
If we don't find the farm, you won't have any kind of holiday at all. Now this must be the turning.
No good, Uncle Quentin.
Thank goodness. I don't like the feel of this place at all.
I'm inclined to agree with you, Anne.
Well, all right. I've got to back out.
What's wrong, Dad? It's getting dark soon.
Blasted thing's only just been serviced.
Maybe it's a magnetic field. I've read all sorts of stories about strange powers in the stones in this part of the world.
If it wasn't so absurd, I'd say Dick was right. Must be the gearbox.
Beginning to get really worried, I was. Now you'll stop for a bite to eat, Professor.
That's very kind of you, Mrs. Jones, but I've got to get my car to our garage.
Well, have a nice cup of tea anyway. Morgan's still out seeing to his lambs. We'd have enjoyed a chat. You being an expert, so to speak.
Oh, of course, your son's on the environmental committee for these parts.
He worked ever so hard to get that terrible mining project cancelled, you know.
Beats me why anyone should want to deliberately ruin this beautiful landscape.
Llewellyn Thomas it was, must have been mad. And he tried to get his old man to sell old towers just so he could build a mine, I ask you. Not shown his face since the inquiry, I can tell you.
Old towers. That's where we went wrong.
You never mentioned you'd been up there?
Well, that's where the car started to play up.
Could have been a coincidence, I suppose.
What good?
There's Morgan coming in time for supper.
Well, so you got here all right, then?
Oh, lamb!
That's what I have to feed him.
Morgan, Professor Curran's car's been given him trouble. Stuck up by old towers, they were.
What were you doing up there, then?
Took a wrong turning.
Old Towers looks a pretty grim place. Who lives there?
I told you. Mrs. Thomas, Llewellyn's old man. Poor old soul. Some say that business over the mine and Llewellyn trying to make her sell her home has sent her right out of her head. And I wouldn't be surprised...
She's just an old lady minding her own business, Mother. You know about Wheatley lambs, do you?
Only that they must be fed and kept warm. Can I feed him?
If you like. There you are. And take his head gently. That's right. Let's get Evans to take a look at your car. Bit late for a garage round here now.
Now behave yourselves, you lot.
Oh, don't you worry. We'll soon have the roses back in their cheeks.
And remember, no mischief.
Nothing here but fresh air. Plenty of peace and quiet.
Mrs. Jones was right about one thing. Plenty of peace and quiet. What's that? Felt something. Probably thunder. Come on, let's get back for lunch.
Hey, look over there. That's old Towers, isn't it?
Yeah. I wonder why Morgan was so cagey about that place.